This morning I'm going to start the day off with a bit of a surf. A couple of waves out there. So I just got home back from the beach and I got myself a palm leaf. And I'm going to make a ball.
Like a lizard, a real big lizard.
So what you want to do with a palm leaf is you want to get 16 leaves and then you want to slice it in here. So you want to shave the ends off. And then you want to bring these around together, make a little notch either side and tie it with some string. And that's how you want to have it. You can see the little loop there, and we have tied it. Notch. What you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to bring all the leaves together. And then you want to give it a little schmoozy. You can see that on one side you've got all these like sharp edges, and then the other side is the bottom of the leaf, which open up. And today what you want to do is you want to have these bits facing down. Now we're going to go under 4 and then over 2. So it's under 1, 2, 3, 4. And then over 1. And then over 2. And then we're going to bring it back under. Keep this loose. Keep this loose. Now we want to take the one in front of that, this one. We want to go under 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over 2, and then back through the middle. If you look closely on the video, you can see that I'm using the main leaf to weave through 7 other leaves. So this is what it should start looking like. So we're going under 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over 1, 2, and then the last one comes back through the middle. So this is it, it's starting to take shape. It's a little bit of a funky shape, but that's alright. You can pull these little leaves down the bottom and it will tighten it up. So that's what we've got so far. And now what you want to do is you want to go in and you want to adjust all these. You want to sort of pull them through and tighten them. I think I need 2 hands. Some of the leaves can get stuck, and so you just want to help it guide it through. I like to go around and tighten so these gaps disappear. So once you're at that stage, you want to make sure that all these leaves are under the one before it. That one's under that one, that one's under that one. These ones, however, aren't. So you just need to pop it out, that's under the next one. And so forth. So we bunch them all together, and we've got 16 leaves, so we want to find 1, and then we want to count 8, because that's half of 16. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We want to pull that out. We want to take this, and we want to go under. We're going to go in, and then we're going to anchor it into a little hole. That's just to hold it. That's just a temporary thing. What we want to do now is we want to find number 7, which is the one just before number 8. That's number 8. So we find number 7, we pull it out, and then we want to go back to where we started, which is over here. Was that one? And we want to take the next one behind it. We want to drop that out, swing it around, and we want to go under number 7. And we don't really need to anchor that one. I probably will, but you don't really need to. We want to keep doing that. We want to find number 6. We want to open that up and then get the one from around here and put it under. And make sure you don't miss any. So on the palm leaves you can see there's a yellow line. This here. And you always want to make sure that this one is facing out. And then the other one, this one here, is facing down. So yellow line down, and this one yellow line out. That's the stage you should be at, and then you can go around and you can pull these tighter, and then it brings it in. I use a small coconut palm frond, so I've had to lock every one of these off. You can see like I've tucked it in under the leaves, just so they don't come out. Normally you wouldn't have to do that. You can see some gaps in here. So what we need to do is we need to take these out now, and then we need to weave these into those gaps. Through there, and then bring them out through here. And then you want to go through the last little hole, and then pull it through on the other side. And once you've got to that point, you have these little bits, and they just need to, if you look in here, they'll just tuck under, they'll just slide in there, and disappear. Like so. And you can keep going around doing that. And there you have it. Fruit bowl. The recipe I'm going to try today involves that tree. That's a banyanut tree, and that's a banyanut tree, and that is a bunch of banyanuts. And I'm going to make banyanut cheesecake. You can identify a banyanut tree by its unique shape. It does look like a pine tree, but it's also got these really, really sharp leaves. You'll find these at the base of the tree, and to harvest them you want to break them open, and inside you'll have these little pods, and inside these pods is the nut, and that's the nut that we want to cook. So it takes 100 years for a tree to grow and to produce a nut, and it used to be a very favoured food for the indigenous. They used to have festivals. The people from the sea would bring the fish, and then the people from the west would bring the nuts. So these are the banyanuts, and we're just going to go put them in some boiling water. 30 minutes later. Once they're cooled, cut them open. Can't you eat the middle? So get the middle out. You really can't eat the middle. Yeah. Now you want to mash the banyanuts. Or slice them up finely and then mash them. Put it in a baking tray. Preheat the oven to 220 in the oven. 1.5 cups of cashews. Into a bowl of water. Ready. Strain the cashews. Put them in a blender. The juice of 1 large lemon. Big tablespoon of coconut oil. Half a cup of honey. Half a can of coconut milk, A-yum style. And top on. That's a cheesecake filling. Put a handful of banyanuts in a bowl, put 3 dates, and mush them together. Spoon the mixture into a cup.
This looks great.
Spoon the mixture, sprinkle some cacao, and a bit of cinnamon, and some coconut flakes. Sprinkle with some finger lime, and finish with some edible flowers. Into the fridge. Cheesecake is ready. Let's do the upside down test. Maybe not. It's a really nice contrast from the creamy, cheesy, cashewy stuff to the crunchy banyanuts down the bottom. It's actually surprisingly very similar to a cheesecake. I'd actually rate it